Here with Garrett Copeland from Knights Baseball. Garrett, appreciate the time.
No problem.
So we're putting a spotlight on the Knights Baseball program, and certainly there are travel programs all over the country. Everybody's goal is the same, to develop kids, help them get to the level they want to as a player. What is it about Knights Baseball's approach that you think helps players get that, whatever it is that they're looking to do out of baseball?
I think it's just kind of been, just over time developing players that's happened over the last 10, 15 years, and just more so building on top of what happened at the beginning and having players to commit what we want to do and approach the game the right way, carry themselves on the field the right way. And we kind of stress that in the winter workouts and in our fall practices, so when the summer comes, it's kind of second nature and kids are put in position to succeed.
Certainly success allows parents to get a buy-in. It gets players to get buy-in. Is that part of the message when you sit down with somebody for the first time, that this is what we've been able to accomplish, we've been able to help these kids? Or what is the message?
Definitely. I mean, we use other players in the past as examples. Kyle Wright played in our organization,
Yep.
just won a World Series with the Braves. Just kind of use different players that start out, in the younger ages, and kind of buy into what we do, and then they see that the success is there 6, 7, 8 years down the road.
You mentioned Kyle Wright. I was actually going to bring him up. Certainly it has to be a sense of pride for you guys, for him to bubble up and and be a big part of the Braves winning that World Series championship. Not just him. I mean, certainly you have had guys who go on and play at the pro level. Tons of guys get committed to major colleges. What does that do for a program internally as opposed to externally?
I think it just brings confidence to the coaching staff. I mean, we're able to get very good qualified coaches that have either succeeded at a high playing level or coaching level. And it gets us to, when we see other players do well, it brings us a lot of confidence and says that we're sending the right messages to the players, and that obviously bleeds into other players saying, I like what he's doing, I want to jump on the train too.
How would you kind of quantify the philosophy that Knights Baseball has to developing players? Is there a formula that you guys have? Is it more based on what you do at the facility as opposed to what happens out in the field? How do you kind of find a balance there?
I mean, it's more so we pick players that fit that coach. Every baseball's definitely different, and every coach has their own style, and some of our coaches like to approach the game differently, small ball and stealing bases, and some don't, and to hit doubles and whatnot. So I'd say it's more coaching style to the player, and at each age group. And as coaches and as an organization, we're always talking and picking brains. Jason Anderegg and Eric Fruchmeyer, they're always talking to all the coaches and saying, hey, what do you need here? I've seen this player here, and we talk, and it's kind of almost a scouting organization more, and we're developing players, but we're scouting internally, to help each other out.
What does it mean for you guys to come to facilities like this, like LakePoint Sports, and know that you're going to be facing high-end talent when you come onto the fields? Oh,
to me, that's what it's all about. I mean, you're going to get the best out of players when you play the best, and these type of facilities, type of events, and the players that are the opponents. I mean, it's the best thing here. I did it as a player, and it brought the best out of me. So I just want the best for my players when they're playing, to play the best team. Win or lose, I think we, as an organization and my team, are very competitive and can play with anybody. And it doesn't matter who's pitching or hitting. And I think that's, no matter what level of baseball, if you're playing the best, you're going to get the best out of yourself.
Well, Garrett, wishing you and Knights Baseball nothing but the best. Appreciate the time. Make sure everybody keeps it locked on LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels, so you get your window into everything happening here on campus.